listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on The Nasty Table.
Nancy, I'm told that her water broke.
Our body was IV'd.
Yeah, get out of my...
Minneapolis is here to help any way we can.
A dark and stormy night.
With a question mark. Emma Atkins, Pittsburgh PD.
Physical trauma.
What did you guys do yesterday?
Tackled a pregnant woman.
Have we had a better avenue than this address?
Minneapolis. That's his home turf.
Carter Jennings, who looks much better than the last time you saw him. Getting it out felt really good, and I don't think that it's crazy for me to be a little relieved, right? Is that wrong?
Not for a second.
Yeah.
I'm opening up a third one.
3 weeks.
Jesus.
What's up, wine drinker?
I mean, there was a point in my life where I would drink a bottle and a half of wine a night. This was like peak COVID. It was
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was,
Alright,
it was
peak
gross.
COVID,
when I first
I drank
That's
so much
okay.
wine during COVID.
when I first started brewing wine, it was during COVID, and yeah, I would go through about a bottle and a half a night, sometimes more.
I think I had like 3 bottles at one point. I was drinking one a night. Well, dude, I'm in like a weird mood now because I feel like summer. This is my first summer working a fucking 9 to 5.
I've done nothing this summer.
I feel like this summer has gone so quick.
Dude.
I do like Saturday. I get to do things, and that's
how
it.
it is. Yeah. It's fucking...
And it's August, and now I'm honestly like I used to hate any season besides summer, and now I'm excited for I can't wait for football and like it to just be fucking like kind of cool outside.
It's like summer's only like unless you take.
Summer's cool
unless you
when
take a
you're a
vacation,
kid,
then,
or
yeah.
if you're like fucking Paul and you just live in Wildwood. Yeah. I mean, like, July went by like that.
Yes.
I don't remember any of July.
I know, right?
This kid went on vacations.
Yeah.
Tell us about
Dr.
your
Dr. Yellowstone.
Share your vacation with everybody else.
Yeah.
Live vicariously.
Dude, it was pretty fucking sick.
July was great, bro.
Yeah, July was pretty nice.
Damn, yeah, I should go to the pro shop.
I think there's one in Cherry Hill. I don't think you have to go all the way to Philly.
I think Philly's closer than Cherry Hill
It might be.
because it's right across the bridge.
Yeah. I don't. Where do you park?
Just park at fucking Jetro's and walk.
Yeah, gosh. They don't make you pay, right?
Jetro's?
If it's not a game.
Not when there's not a game.
Yeah.
No. Have you ever actually been to Jetro's?
No one's
During
been to
games?
Jetro
I got a
other
Jetro's
than
card.
You.
I got a
You say
Jetro's
this
card.
all the fucking time.
I've only gone there during.
I got a Jetro's.
I've only gone there for
fucking
tailgates.
No, yeah, it's a wholesale grocery store. It's for restaurants. But
Thinks
since
he's got himself
since-
because he has
since-
access to Jetro.
oh yeah, it's so
makes
baller,
sense.
dude. I get that fucking wholesale price. We bought a whole lamb once, cut it up in my
Live?
grandpa's basement. No, it was dead. It was frozen.
Have you ever seen the video?
Joe was petting it in the back seat.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video that went around on Twitter and it's like the kid like showing the girl and it's at a basketball game.
Costco's
They're like
card?
court size. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a Costco card. Like that's Joe. Like,
He had the gold.
He's at a bar. He's like, "What's up, baby? Check it out."
I'll flex
I
that
get
until the
that
day I
strap.
die. Who do you know that has a Jetro's card?
You.
Nobody. Where is that? Where it is?
That's it.
Hmm?
Is it in South Philly?
Hope that gives
It's in
you a
that parking
bonus.
lot.
Literally
where it
there.
is.
That's Jetro's.
I mean, I know the
That whole
Cisco's right there,
warehouse
too.
is like fucking 60 tractor
It's
trailers,
huge.
like unloading bays
Yeah.
deep. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you just walk in there.
It's a
Massive.
fucking mall for food. They sell like tomato sauce or like crushed tomatoes like in a can, like a gallon sized can. It's crazy.
That's so sick.
Where are you? Dude, you could be providing snacks.
Can you get it?
It's raw meat and like
You
fucking
said there's a can of tomatoes.
oyster bar and like fucking just
you know,
crazy
like,
Can of
shit.
We're all
tomatoes
just
and
like
5
I too.
spoons.
We all get some plastic bowls and spoons, and we're just
That's it.
eating fucking like marinara
Plum
sauce.
tomatoes.
Plus, no, it literally says it in the player handbook. It says the DM does not have to provide snacks. It is on the players to provide snacks. It says that in the player handbook for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh fuck you.
We're playing Delta Green.
Yikes. Speaking of Delta Green, can I get a recap of the last session?
I think there's something we're missing here because it seems like 2 different things where he's pulling off these moves that are way over our head and then he's bugging something that I think everybody at this table, even if Lieutenant didn't say it, would know is or would assume is fucking bugged. Like, are we gonna fall
if
for
it's not
this?
bugged, then this is all for naught, right?
Yeah.
That's one, right?
What,
Like,
then we're just
this is-
trashing a free lie detector test, you're saying?
Well, no. Like, okay, we're playing chess now, right? Like, he's gonna, if you want to say sacrifice, give us things to help us in an effort to make us do certain things, a calculated play. Like, we have to think about what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Queen sack so he can take the bishop,
Yeah.
guarding the
Yeah,
king.
like this is a chess game now. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. And Al Duke decided that, all right, I'm just gonna take the easy bait and like take the draw or so. You know what I mean? Like that. He knows what he's doing. He's probably done this with other departments in the state and shit. If he's dealing with crime rings, like he's got a plan, 100%.
Maybe I'm thinking too far into it. But, like, why the fuck would he ever take a picture with these guys? Like, why would he ever incriminate himself like that?
Because he knows that's not enough.
It's
He
nothing,
knows
yeah.
that's nothing.
Yeah.
And he knows even if it becomes a problem, like we're bringing up, that he has these chess plays he can whip out just to be like, fuck you. You're not getting shit from me. I'd take Lang above.
I mean, we brought a lot of people to RJ's. Nobody saw what the picture was besides the volleyball.
Yeah, Lang had the whole thing with the calling the funeral homes and everything. We had Lang doing a lot of shit.
Wait, that's crazy. He does know a lot.
He knows a lot.
Curtis knows
because we
almost
asked him about
everything.
the nitrous, so that was the main question that we were wondering about. That McAllister said.
And Curtis was
He knows
used
about
by
it.
Minneapolis. Am I
Yeah.
saying it right?
He would.
Well, we
Minneapolis.
called Minneapolis
I
to
do
get
the
Curtis.
same thing. I've done it for
He's
years.
straight from.
We
He
called
is from
Minneapolis to
Minneapolis.
get Curtis. We didn't call Curtis up. We called
didn't.
Minneapolis.
We didn't even call Minneapolis. The
Lieutenant
Minneapolis
said he knew a
brought
guy.
him. Yeah,
Yes.
the lieutenant said he
Yes.
knew a guy.
And this is the guy that works with Minneapolis. We probably were like, yo, Minneapolis, you got your pedo?
Yeah, like you got your guy that's
Your
gives us
resident
info.
pedophile?
So, with half of the VCU on their way back to the station after visiting the high school to talk to A1 Carter Jennings, the other half is still sitting in a cramped room as Davy Jones finishes developing some pictures. There's probably about 30 minutes left in this batch, but you guys have been sitting rather diligently for the last hour and a half. He's carefully and meticulously going through all the steps in order to make sure that the pictures are developed properly. Ray, I do want to ask, what are the pictures on this canister? Do you know off the top of your head? Because I believe that this is after the storage locker. This is going to be pictures from RJ's house. No, I'm sorry. That canister got developed first because the original canister got developed by Minneapolis. So what's the next step after this that you think would be getting developed? And I'll leave this up to you.
Okay. Press conference. Things of it was all the press conference
Right,
because I was a reporter.
Yes.
You know,
so people in the crowd at the press conference, as well as regular reporters' reactions and stuff like that. Bobby's house when you went back. Maybe even pictures from the autopsy on the girl.
Yes. That's what it is. It's pictures of the autopsy. The press yeah, okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the press conference. And then we did go back to
Bobby's
again. We
Yeah.
took some pictures, not
Yeah.
really, but
bathroom, pill bottles, stuff like that.
Yeah. And then the fourth is White Space.
Yes. So he finishes developing these, time passes, and you said you want to do what exactly?
So are we on the fourth one?
No, not yet.
Okay, then I kind of want to. I crit failed, so I'm gonna hold that one and say he's still a little
Gotcha.
testy.
Yeah. Caleb and Roy, what are you guys doing when you get back to the station?
Heading back inside, going down.
Yeah, I'll head down as well.
Mm-hmm. Longo is not there as you guys make your way down.
I want to. Do we have a Minneapolis phone book?
Yeah.
Did we search Blue Coda from the Minneapolis phone book?
No, I never did. I just we called. We asked a general question about the two streets that meet in their warehouse district, and found that does exist.
Yeah.
A warehouse on that corner.
Okay. Search it on the phone book if there is a blue coda.
Start going through. Looks like businesses aren't really listed in this phone book.
Okay.
At least the one that you have.
I slide you a number for a Bastian Becker.
Okay.
When I get the number from the directory, I just wanted the number. I hung up, acted like it was a gut call.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, didn't speak to him. They were gonna transfer me, but
So I'm thinking that we schedule something to meet with him.
yeah, couldn't hurt.
Sure.
Did you put any thought into what Longo was saying about having everything in our back pocket and everything at our disposal? I mean, I don't know if it puts more eyes on us, but we saw the teeth. We don't think they compare with the cavities, and what if Ricky's not the
It seems like Ricky's not that
kid from the whole time? I mean, man, I don't want to get back into it. Oh, I don't, but
Because we really don't know. Something could have happened to Ricky that happened to Bobby's lungs, for example.
I don't know, man. I go back up to the corkboard, to the big map.
Yep.
Just showing my finger from the river behind the trailer park, to where we found this boy in the river.
Yep, passing through the lake.
Yeah, we said it, speaking, thinking, rationally. This body wouldn't have passed through the lake.
Most likely not.
River alone would have decomposed it enough to do what it did, and we
Sitting in
still
that
think
lake.
This jaw forked off and divided. I mean, if you don't think it'll bring too many eyes on us, don't do it on what I say about the rocks or what I saw. Maybe your kid's still alive.
Maybe he is. Knock on my desk. Hoping that he is.
Do you want to ask him to dredge the lake?
That would take a long time, wouldn't it?
Do we know?
2 or 3 days.
Dredge the entire lake, so that would stop up everything south of that river.
Absolutely, and I mean, you'd have eyes. You'd have a lot of eyes.
What are we going to tell the press?
They know. I mean, if we're trying to find bodies, missing persons, it's not out of the ordinary. I've heard it happen before.
Okay.
Because the press still thinks we have missing kids out there.
They do. And
And-
that's all we have to say as justification.
Yeah, in a lake not 5 minutes from this kid's house. It wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Little boy's playing by the rocks down by the river, falls in, gets swept up.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, we can talk to the lieutenant about that. Getting the appropriate workforce to pull something like that off.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the lieutenant here?
He's not down in the VCU with you guys.
Okay. We didn't see him coming in?
No.
Okay.
At this point, however, Davy Jones has finished the 3rd canister. He's beginning the 4th.
So once he starts to I know it's probably going to be midways into the fourth. Once he starts to develop,
Mhm.
get some type of image on the first couple pictures in the fourth batch, I want to ask him, all right, man, I'm gonna cut the shit. You've seen all that we got now. You've been thinking about it for a good while. The hours we've been sitting in here. And what do you think? What do you see here? Because we're trying to figure this out.
Well,
And obviously we haven't figured it out yet.
yeah, I get it. Look, I going through these pictures, I mean, they don't mean anything to me strictly. All right, Ray, I wasn't there with you guys. All right, I don't have the situational intelligence to tell you what it all means, but just based off of these pictures and all this stuff, you have a lot of evidence. Okay, where it points, I don't really know. Okay, I give you the reports on dead people. I don't know how they got dead. Right?
Davey, I know what your job is, and I know what my job is, and I know I'm asking you to do my job right there, but perhaps that was the point. I'm just asking a normal person if you have any questions on what you're seeing. That's all. And if you don't, it's a no. And I'm fine with that.
All right. The one thing that's really been bugging me is this coffin that you guys found in that locker.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is the point of that? Something was in there. What was in there? The pictures that you guys have it empty, right? So my idea is, or I guess my question is, what was in there?
Yeah, we got that same question, man, but I think that's where we start going on different paths, me and Jerry and you.
I guess. My other question is this RJ and the Bobby. I don't know how they're connected. You guys obviously have some sort of connection between them. I don't know what that is.
They were communicating.
Yeah, we got some testimonies from witnesses and suspects that's, we verified.
They were friends or they were business partners?
You could say maybe both. From
Yeah,
what we
they were
have.
most definitely partners, but perhaps they were friends as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I know in the pictures it's, we got reports, we got pictures, we got autopsies, we got a little bit of everything, and it's all up here, and most of it's, and I kind of get real close to his head too,
Mhm.
up there too.
Do we have a picture of RJ's note in there? Did he read it or see it?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. Well.
yes, storage locker pictures, yes.
He wouldn't have developed those.
Yeah, but
we established were.
Oh, I thought I
developed
let
in
him see them.
Minneapolis.
I thought I let him see the first canister. Yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
let him go through them.
like that. Yeah, last session.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, man, we got our cards on the table right now.
Okay.
So
yeah.
then,
He.
there you go.
He went through them.
That's another connection right there.
I mean, the ramblings of a deranged man. I mean, I think you're dealing with a couple of sickos, people trying to play pretend, right?
Yeah, and Bobby also worked at this storage unit
No, I get
under
it.
a fake name.
I get it. I mean, honestly, if you're to ask me for my honest interpretation right here, this seems like a couple of people just playing pretend. Playing dress up, playing fucking Son of Sam, just...
Jerry interrupts him. That's exactly what it is.
That's
And
what
he
I'm
walks
saying.
out of the room for a second.
You walk out,
Yeah.
and as you open up the door, he's like,
Yeah, I try and I see him thrown
Yeah.
out. I try and body block.
yeah,
him.
yeah. Make your way out and close the door. Ray, look, it's a fucked up case, okay? I get it, but the real danger here is just tiptoeing around whatever powers that be that are trying to intercede on whatever we're trying to do here, okay?
Yeah, that's why tensions are high, man. We're all feeling that.
But what's the point? What's the end game?
You mean for us?
For the case, for whatever you're trying to do. You're fighting against a chief of police. How does that work out?
Well, so far this has been this kind of immovable force. You know, every how many weeks or months, you know, a kid's gonna get taken, and I don't even know what. You've seen these bodies, or haven't seen the bodies of people that are missing. We don't even know. I want to stop that. And I mean, I get normal people not really being able to and being just scared and want an end to things, but I mean, I signed up for this.
I want to stop it too, don't get me wrong. And I signed up for it too. But my question is, how long does this go on? Months? We can't hide like this. We can't. There's going to be some point where someone slips up, someone finds out something, and we're all fucked, and I lose my job, and you get taken off the force. That's what I'm worried about. So look, what I'm saying is, time that you're spending sitting in here with me, not trusting me, watching over my shoulder, you can be doing actual work so that this doesn't have to go on that long. Am I wrong?
What's Jerry doing outside?
Yeah, what do you do when you go
Are we
outside?
the only 3 people in the building?
No, there's still like a secretary at the front, and there's one other like assistant that's kind of like milling about.
Okay. I just want to snoop around. As much snooping around that I can do without getting in trouble or getting noticed.
What in specific?
Is there any files or anything I can look through?
What are you looking for?
Anything that strikes me as suss it out, Davy.
You're going to like Davy's personal area? All right, roll search. You make your way over to his desk where he has filing cabinets set up.
Woo! Oh, 1.
1.
1.
Holy fuck.
Critical success?
Holy
Critical success.
fuck.
Make your way through his desk. You see he's got a filing cabinets of reports that he's been doing.
Filled with child porn.
He also has personal effects there. You see there's an ashtray that looks like it has a cat paw print on it right in the center. There's also a framed photo of what looks like a tabby cat. In his filing cabinet there, you find nothing that sticks out. There's no alarming reports or anything related to Minneapolis that sticks out to you as suspect. You spend a decent amount of time, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, really searching through because whatever assistant was there isn't in there for this entire time, so you're able to search this freely. Stationary supplies, other kind of things, but nothing sticks out as alarming or alerting.
I got something. Cat guy.
Critical success.
He's a big cat guy.
You find
Got
out that Davy
something out
Jones
of
is a
that.
fucking dork.
For real.
What color cat? If I'm.
It's a tabby cat,
Oh.
so it's like orange.
Cat guy. Alright. Is there anything else I can snoop around in here?
There is like a main directory for all autopsies.
Anyone there?
If you go through it, it's nothing that like sticks out to you.
Okay.
Anything else that you want to look at while you're in here? There's also the cooling boards with all the cadavers that are stored within.
Yeah, look at that.
Crack one open it up. It looks like a old guy.
Ooh. This is just a random guy.
Just a random man.
All right, I wanna go look at Weiss Clay and just examine him.
Yeah, so you take the time to find the one that's marked J. Doe. Open it up. pull out the board and you can see Weiss Clay's mangled, severed face and sickly looking body. It's now like this greenish color. Roll sanity.
Ooh, nice. 14 on a
You're right.
45.
You're right.
A 1 and a 14. Oh my god.
It's
I'm just,
rocks.
I'm just ripping a cig like.
blow it right in his face hole.
Next.
Fucked up bodies. Next. Just looking at bodies. I'm trying to go insane. What the fuck? What's wrong with me?
Anything on specific related to Weiss that you want to look at?
He doesn't look messed with at all.
Roll. You can roll. I want to say medicine. Yeah, you can roll medicine, forensics, or search for me.
I rolled search and I got a 59 on a 65.
You're convinced that nothing has been tampered with.
Okay,
whatsoever.
how long are the pictures going to take?
2 hours per canister.
And we just finished the first.
Yeah. So he's just starting the second, which is the fourth.
Is it even worth me being in there?
Don't look at him. It's up to Jerry. There's no metagaming
But
here.
does it fuck up the pictures if I walk back in?
If you do it quickly, it's not a problem.
If I assume I would see you barging your way back to the room, and I'd kind of do my little thing.
Mhm.
All right, I want to go back in, but I like squeeze. I'm a skinny guy. I squeeze in.
So you are able to finesse your way in and back out as Ray kind of body blocks the light that shines back in.
So if I'm correct, he was kind of asking me why I'm sus of him, why I'm here,
It's you
why I should be
basically
doing other stuff.
to reiterate the point that, hey, look, if this case is that important, why are you sitting here breathing down my neck?
We can drop it after this if you'd like, and this is my really honest opinion. I'm not here because I'm suspect of you in the slightest. I'm here because of the things that you doubt, and that should prove how real they are.
Look, you come to me, you ask me to develop pictures off the books because another chief of police is involved, because this investigation is very important. I'm aware of that. And yet still, you believe that these pictures are going to be tampered with in some way by me. You don't trust me. So why am I here in the first place? There's not levels to this, right? You brought me in, okay? So am I in or am I out?
Did you just hear what I said?
I did, but you talk about things that I doubt.
You're dealing with an insane man then, perhaps, and maybe I'm not insane, but to you I am. I don't really fucking know, man. But I'm believing things that are going on, and so is Jerry.
Like what?
And so are some of
like
your
what?
other peers.
Like what? Like what?
You already said you don't believe in
Davey,
this.
you're a broken record.
You already said you don't believe in this. And I told you, man, we can just drop it. And because I know you won't believe it. And I don't mean this with offense, man. I'm not...
Ghosts?
You got offended
We're
the
not
other
gonna call
day,
them
and you said that
ghosts.
you didn't want to talk about it. So why are you continuing to ask us questions?
Because you
Develop the fucking pictures.
Jerry. I started this with him. It's all right. Look, all I'm saying is we have a different assumption, a baseline assumption about this whole case than you, and we've explained it to you, and you disagree with it, and that's fine.
How does that affect my trustworthiness? I ask you. How?
This thing makes me question a lot about way more than your trustworthiness. Is that enough? Is that enough for you? I really can't explain.
Does it make you feel
What-
better that
what's-
we question our own guy, Caleb?
I can't trust my perception of reality, man. Day and night, like, is that enough? Is that enough? I'm really sorry, Davy. I'm really sorry, man, but I can't explain what the fuck happened. I've been seeing things that I saw, like, I can't even get into it.
Look, I get it. Traumatic experiences. Sure. Fine. Whatever. okay? But this is a sensitive matter. That you have made it clear that this is a sensitive matter in regards to who has their eyes on this investigation. And I have abided. Have I not?
You have?
I have. And yet you still find it fit to stand there and watch me do this for no other reason than you don't trust me. I don't care about what other forces are at play or whatever you believe or anything like that. Bottom line is you don't trust me. If you trusted me, you wouldn't be sitting here watching me for 4 fucking hours, Ray.
It was more than 4 hours. It was,
You want to count last night too? Then we're
Yeah.
going at 6, 7.
yeah.
Yes.
About that. I just explained to you it's not because I don't trust you. Listen, I told you already. You're not on the same plane as us in what our assumptions are of this case. That is the reason that I'm here. I think whatever this is can interfere with this case in ways that you cannot even fathom. I had trouble fathoming them before we got into all this shit. It's not because I don't fucking trust you, man. You can believe that. That's cool. I don't know. I already told Sergeant to put in a good
So
word.
what? You're claiming you're here to protect me from some forces that would stop me from developing this photos? Is that what you're saying?
He doesn't fucking get it, man.
Explain it to me.
I'm just repping the 6th.
I don't get it. Explain it to me.
What are you trying to get out of this, Davey? Please.
Like,
tell
how
me.
do-
You're
how do
giving me
I've
a
been
headache.
asked to get. What am I going to get out of this? I'm going to keep my job because I've already stuck my neck out for you fucks. That's what I'm going to get
Okay,
out of
so
this.
You're already in it. See,
You're getting
so
a
it doesn't,
fucking
like,
raise because you stuck your neck out for
A
us.
raise?
Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. You listen.
Don't.
How do you think Chris died?
I think Chris was murdered by someone who was there because you guys were. And he stops himself. Busy in that storage locker.
We're gonna end our conversation right there, because that's where it gets very hairy. That is what I'm worried about, leaving you alone. It's not you. It's what could happen to you.
What could happen to me? Say it plainly.
I already told you back at Clay's house.
It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable that you would come to me, ask me to do this, and then still... It doesn't matter. He goes back to developing the pictures. Silently.
I don't watch over him for the rest of the time. I stay in the room, but I kind of just like grab a chair, put my feet up. Can I smoke in the room? Is that...
Yeah, Jerry already has
Oh,
been.
yeah. Okay.
Do you pay attention to him at all? I know you're saying you're not, like, looking over your shoulder, but do you pay attention to him?
Yeah, like I'll take a scan of the room.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's not like fucking putting pictures in his bag
Yeah,
or some
yeah, yeah.
bullshit. but, like,
The one thing that you do notice is that he's breathing very heavily.
do I seem like... Is it like... Is he okay? Or
Roll human intelligence.
Okay. 40 on a 66.
He's angry.
Okay.
And he's still developing the pictures. Roy and Caleb, what are you guys doing?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
By the way, I love that scene.
I take a point of inspiration. Ray.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Man.
When he was talking about that everybody's playing pretend, they're playing Son of Sam.
Yeah.
Who was he referring to when he said Son of Sam?
God, are you gonna make me slip
I
up on it?
Don't question my fucking serial killer knowledge.
Am I gonna
Joe.
slip up?
Don't you dare. 1976, buddy.
Ah, fuck.
And nobody knew about Son of Sam till like fucking 8 years after that, till he
Damn
was
it.
caught
Damn it.
and was talking about how it was his neighbor's fucking dog that was telling him to do the killings.
Damn it.
And if anybody's out there, there's an amazing fucking book on that.
There's a good documentary on it on Netflix too.
Oh, well, that's the Netflix documentary talks about the book, which is, what the fuck is that?
Fantastic.
The Ultimate Evil. It's about this guy, Maury Terry, and he was this... I shouldn't talk. I will talk about serial killers for the entire fucking podcast. But this fucking reporter went into the Son of Sam killings, and he went fucking crazy, just into the whole wrap-up of the of the crimes because he fully believed that it wasn't just David Berkowitz. It was all these other people.
For the sake of canon, David Berkowitz and all the Son of Sam killings, they happened 10 years prior. So.
I got so excited when you were wrong about a date about a serial killer.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, you just gave me Becker's card, right?
Yeah.
I'll give him a call. I'll walk over to my desk, pick up my desk phone.
Make a phone call?
Yeah. And I'll put it on speaker so Caleb can hear as well.
Okay. You punch in the phone number, and it rings for a couple times before the receiver picks up. Hello?
Hi, this is Sergeant Roy McNeil with Detective Caleb O'Connor. Is this Professor Becker?
Yes, this is Professor Becker, yes.
Calling because we have information about a Dr. Weiss Clay. We understand you're affiliated with him.
Yes.
We'd like to schedule a meeting to discuss. I'm not sure where you are of, what Weiss is doing. Recently checked out on vacation, but we have some information we want to share with you in person about Clay.
Is he in trouble?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay, well, my appointment book is free for the foreseeable future. If you had a date that you preferred, I'd be more than happy to speak with you.
How long would it take us to get to Chicago?
It's going to be about a 6-hour drive.
Fuck.
Would the department pay for a flight?
The department would pay for a flight, but with that being considered, 6 hours is like that time frame where it's like it's going to be like a 3-hour flight, but you're going to take an hour and a half to get there and then an hour and a half to depart. It would probably be the same time. You wouldn't save time by taking a flight.
Okay, Becker, Professor Becker, I understand you're free. Is there a date or time that would work best for you?
Well, if you need it to be in person, any time between the hours of 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock work best for me.
Caleb O'Connor here. Dr. Becker. Can I ask what your area expertise is or classes you teach at the university?
Anthropology and Greek history.
Would you be willing to come towards our way, towards Minnesota?
I suppose, if it's in regards to Weiss, but I would like some specification on whatever charges he's facing or...
No charges on him. If you want to ask an honest question right now, go ahead.
Is he dead?
Do you want him to be dead?
God, no. No.
You guys got along?
Is he dead?
We're not sure if he's dead. And we understand that you are a close companion of his. And we'd like to speak with you in person and learn a little bit more about him and the circumstances around him as well as yourself.
Okay. I could clear my schedule for the rest of the day. I could head straight there now if it's that important.
That would help us a lot.
Okay.
We can reimburse you for your travels.
Fine. Where in Minnesota?
Linwood Falls Police Department, and I tell them the address.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I should be there no later than 5 o'clock.
Alright, thanks very much. You can call this number when you get here, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And we appreciate the quick response.
Sure.
We'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, Becker.
Receiver clicks.
Man, for a guy that left him as a bloody pulp, he sure cares about him.
He sure does.
Seem worried though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hang up on that call with Bastian Becker.
Yes.
What do you do?
What time is it?
At this point, you guys are looking at about like, I want to say like 9.
Can I call the morgue?
Yeah.
I'll put it on speaker for Caleb as well.
Okay.
And try to get through to Davy Jones and these guys.
All right. Out of character, you guys are like off timelines now, so this would be prior to whatever happened between them. This is prior to developing the first canister of film.
Oh, okay. Really, until then, we'll just sorting out paperwork, right?
Yeah, the one thing did we ask about this before? Are any of the Wednesday same place swaps, the fake note left on Weiss Clay or the Lawman note? None of those are the same.
Yes,
handwriting.
this was established that there was not similar handwriting.
To all 3 of these notes are
Correct.
different handwriting.
Yes.
Are we? Did you give it any more thought about how we're gonna tell Longo?
I trust him. You trust him?
Absolutely. I would have told him this morning.
I say we just lay out exactly where we are with him. I mean, if we do that, he'd be on the same page as Davy Jones. Pretty damn close.
You got a radio?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Longo, this is O'Connor. Do you read me?
No response.
He's definitely not in his office. Right?
He's not in his office, but you are just in the VCU.
Fucking idiots.
He's like 6 feet away behind a door.
Walk upstairs. Is he in talking to anybody that's investigating this?
Yes. You see over in the investigative unit, he has that briefcase, and he's talking to somebody.
Longo, you got a minute?
He looks over. Sure, yeah.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
It's fine. Caleb, come on.
Yeah.
And he motions over.
I just walked downstairs without saying anything.
Mm-hmm. And he follows behind you.
I'm sitting down there with a cigar and my legs crossed.
Okay.
Like a lady crossed, too, in the 70s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm having trouble sitting, Lieutenant.
My boy pussy is squished.
I shaved my asshole yesterday and it itches.
Would you scratch it for me?
What do you want, boy? What's up, Caleb?
Caught me off guard.
Roy.
What does Roy's boy pussy looks like it itches?
Because it does.
Can I start to get everything out? The journal, the medallion that we found. Start to gather everything.
What medallion?
The one that we dug up yesterday.
No, when
I haven't seen that yet. Roy hasn't seen that yet.
I handed it to you.
I look at it.
Yeah, you see a small piece of metal, probably about the size of like a half of a deck of cards, that looks like a circular relic, copper, that looks like it has a symbol that's been imprinted on it with like hand strikes from a hammer and a blunt instrument.
Crop in the middle?
Yes, in the center there is a symbol, iconography that looks like an eye with a stalk of plant in the center of the iris.
I put it down. Yeah. Just on the desk with everything else.
I flip through the journal and I just point to the same symbol.
Shows up 3 times here.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, we're ready to bring you up to speed with the past 24 hours or so. Do you have time?
Sure, but this is operating the assumption that I wasn't up to speed. Is that correct?
That's right. Under the context of our conversation earlier this morning about a report from yesterday, which we haven't provided to you yet, we figured we'd, and I look around, we'd start verbally before we write anything down.
Sure. What did you find?
So we toured the... We searched Dr. Weissclay's home. You recall the principal that spoke with Caleb and I
Sure.
tipped us off on the trailer park.
Yes, of which I raised suspicions of the moment you had that rendezvous with him.
That's right.
Stop. You don't have to cover for it. I messed up. Yeah, you told me to go back. And I didn't. And he's dead. I don't know if it's because of me, if I could have stopped it, but and so he didn't say anything. I don't need anybody to cover for me. It's my fault I messed up, and I shouldn't have tried to hide it. Yeah, he's dead.
First of all, it's not your fault. You don't have to... Nobody needs to cover for you because there's nothing to cover for. Caleb, you guys have had so much shit on your plates. I mean, between the storage locker and whatever you guys experienced in there, and what's going on now, and all these bodies... No, there's nothing to cover for. The question I have is, why did you keep me out of it? Why didn't you tell me yesterday?
I was broken up about it. An innocent man lost his life, and you told me to check up on him, and I didn't.
So that's why you didn't tell me?
It's the black and white of it.
Sarge, you knew about this.
I knew about this, sir. Yes.
And you didn't tell me.
In an effort to speak to you beyond workforce dialect, with the way that the storage unit turned out, which granted, in hindsight, none of us blame you, I would say. We were just trying to be a little cautious. Granted, we are making the choice here, the same choice that you made at Ronald Jordan Quinnan's house, to destroy that picture. We're making the choice to bring you completely up to speed.
You have kept me out of the loop, correct?
For a better portion of 24 hours, yes.
Why?
Sorry, I don't know if I was high when I was in that storage unit. I don't know if I was high when I saw Weiss Clay's corpse in his own bedroom, tucked under the covers. I'm sorry that none of us did, but I tell you that...
Roy, did you not tell me because you thought I wouldn't believe you? Or did you not tell me because you thought I was working for someone?
I don't know the answer to that question, Lieutenant. But now I can tell you with a clear conscience and what I believe to be a clear form of sanity, that you're not with Minneapolis. You're not working with Dan Winters. Obviously, neither are us. And like I said, the decisions of this unit are not the detectives. It's I take the blame.
Well, what I can say, plainly, I'm proud of you for vetting the people that you trust. What did you find at Weiss Clay's house? He's dead. How did he die?
Head blown off. Head blown off. Wasn't him.
Murder.
Try to make it look like a suicide.
They framed him.
Absolutely. Went through the house, went through his car, blood in the car. Assumption is that somebody brought his body in the car, brought it back to his house, staged this suicide. Fake note left in his hand.
No, what did it say?
Hand it to him.
He reads it. Okay. Okay. Fuck. He tipped you off to the trailer park.
Yeah.
That's his connection in. How did he know about the trailer park?
We found more in the house. Went through his records. Found his thoughts more than anything.
Papers?
And the journal.
He starts flipping through the journal as he asks more questions.
I mean, he saw Robert. He knew he was at the trailer park. That's how he tipped us off. I don't know how he started with them.
Okay. You say it was a staged suicide. How do you know?
The trigger. He couldn't reach it the way he was sitting.
Okay. Alright, body's still at his house? We can get Davy Jones to pick it up?
Davy Jones has the body.
Davy Jones has the body. You brought him in.
It's only us 6.
Okay. You mentioned you caught him up to speed. Okay. Alright, fuck. Where does this leave us? You read this journal. I'm not reading all this right now. He flips it back onto the table.
Mentions the location a couple times in here. A blue coda. I followed up with it. We think it's a warehouse, Minneapolis.
Okay. What's the significance?
He mentions that they're there, that they're meeting there, and went there the day before he was presumably murdered.
Alright, I don't need to tell you that we don't have jurisdiction in Minneapolis, right? How do we get boots on the ground there?
We have state police, don't we?
We do, but they also... And he kind of like waves his hand over his head. Don't have jurisdiction there either. But in an official sense, it's hard to get anybody there, even state police.
Do you have any suggestions?
We could tell Dan Winters to send some guys there and report what they find.
No, that's not good. That can't work.
Well, that is the only way within the boundaries of our law enforcement office.
Is it possible to avoid the boundaries of this office?
Roy, when you clock out and you take your badge off, you're Leroy McNeil. Scratches his head. Whatever Leroy McNeil does is up to him. Figure it out.
I'd like to submit a paid time off request, Lieutenant.
That I don't think is a great idea.
Why is that?
Sergeant, there are things that you need to do here. Do you understand?
I understand.
Who are you when you take off that badge?
I'm Lieutenant Longo. That's who I am. Lieutenant Longo wants this case solved.
Understandably, Lieutenant, you would not be coming with us. You have more of a face to Dan Winters than any one of the 4 of us do. I'm sure you would agree with that.
Look, this is a messy situation. Alright. Just leave it for now. I'll say that much. Alright, I take back what I said about when you take off your badge and when you clock out. Alright, that's not... That's my desire to get this case solved kind of seeping in, and it's not right, and it's not how we should do things.
Why not?
Because it's not how we do things.
You think it's gonna work if we don't do things like that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I do.
Do you have anything that points to that?
The fact that we have a suspect or a associate of a suspect in custody right now at a hospital, St. Mary's.
It's awesome. Lock her up. Does that stop kids from dying?
It's a step in the right direction.
Step in the right direction. I mean, you met with the guy this morning that's turning us away at every angle, every avenue. You want to call him
No.
in to investigate this?
No.
You just suggested
No.
that.
Well,
you just suggested that.
I mean, that's what we are supposed to do. Obviously, that is how we do it by the book. Okay? And we can't do that. Okay? That avenue is not accessible. That's what I'm trying to illustrate. Stay on the books. Do it right, at least for now.
Lieutenant,
It's a last resort, Roy.
how much time do we have, Lieutenant? He showed his face here this morning.
As far as you're concerned, we have until the end of the week. And then the feds take over. So that's our time limit.
It's gonna be a struggle to tie everything by close of business today. And it's already Wednesday, Lieutenant.
Well, then stop arguing with me and start doing some casework. And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
Thanks for listening to this episode of LFVCU, a Nasty Table production.